Hi, everybody.
Hi, guys. Welcome to
another episode of Cooking with John and
Mika.
Mika. From our kitchen to yours.
That's right. I hope you guys had a really good week. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Today I'm
going to cook up some steaks for you guys. We've had a lot of people say, hey, we love a good steak, but we have trouble making a good steak. So how do we do it?
That's right. Along with the steaks, we're going to make zucchini parmesan sticks and mushrooms.
You've probably seen the mushrooms before. We got a little bit more of a twist to it we're going to put on this time. So give you some options. So to walk over what we have for you, obviously you need to make sure you have fantastic steaks. A good cut of steak. We're going to be using New York strip steaks today. So great marbleization, good fatty content. Some zucchini sticks. And ingredients are some mushrooms. Okay, we're going to walk through what you're going to need, guys.
Right. And mind you, we will walk you through the recipe with each dish that we make, so you're not confused.
Right.
I am going to let John take the wheel. I'm really good at grilling, but he is the king at steak. So I'm just the sous chef tonight.
Woohoo! Roles reversed. Go
Yes.
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, first, foremost, what you need to do before you even get anything started, make sure your steaks are out and set at room temperature about 30 minutes, okay? This is going to pull out all the flavor. If you take them right out of the refrigerator, they're not going to cook so well. They're going to have too much of that excess moisture in it, and it's just not going to be worth it. So while you have your steaks out, let them, like I said, let them sit at room temperature about 30 minutes, and while you do that, you want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 450 degrees. No, we're not cooking our steaks in the oven, but you will need a great cast iron skillet, which
Super hot.
that's what we're doing, is getting it super hot, guys. Ours is already in the oven getting hot. Sweet, right?
Baby, how many minutes do we keep it in the oven? What do you suggest?
Your skillet needs to be in the oven for about 10 minutes at 450 degrees. It's going to get it real nice and hot. And then we're going to transfer that to the stove. And that's where we're going to get started on that cooking. But while that's in there, like I said, I've already had my steaks out. We've already got that going in the oven. Salt and pepper. That's all you need for seasoning on your steaks, guys. Just salt and pepper both sides well. Steak's going to have plenty of flavor. If you've got enough fat in it, you're not going to need a whole lot, okay? And don't worry if you're panicking out there going, how's it eating healthy because of fat? Trust me, the fat's going to bring the flavor, and you're better off having the fats than you are the carbs. Okay, your body can burn off
It's
the
healthy
fats.
fats.
Yeah,
too.
healthy fats.
And by the way, guys, I know I've been telling you I'm on this low-carb diet. Steaks work well. I don't eat steaks, of course, all the time. This is a treat for me. I stick to a lot of fish and poultry, but it's been a while since I've had some beef. So I'm probably just going to eat like half of the steak. The great thing is we have the zucchini sticks and the mushrooms to go with it, and it's really good together. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So, there's salt and pepper. They're sitting there waiting for the skillet to come out. On that other note, what you're going to do is you're going to need a couple, 2 to 4 zucchinis. Now, everybody knows zucchini is just a green squash. You're going to quarter them. Make beautiful sticks out of them. Okay. And in a little bowl, this is where your Parmesan mixture is going to come in. You'll want to take a bowl, get a half a cup of freshly grated Parmesan, half a teaspoon of dried thyme, half a teaspoon of dried oregano, also half a teaspoon of dried basil. So it's easy to remember, half, half, half. Boom. Quarter teaspoon of garlic powder. You're set on that. Little black pepper and salt to taste. Don't worry about too much of it. You can start with just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper at a time, and go from there. You can always test it. Then you're also going to need olive oil for coating it so you can sprinkle on so it sticks to it. So while the skillet is heating up in the oven, this is going to be, saving some time for you guys. We got everything prepped over here. We've already got our baking sheet lined with foil, sprayed down with a little olive oil spray. That's so the zucchini doesn't stick to it. Okay? And what we'll do is we'll go ahead, since we've already got our mixture in a bowl, we'll go ahead and line our cookie sheet with them. Now, what's this one?
And you already said you sprayed the cookie sheet, right?
Yeah. Now,
All right.
you can coat them however you want to with oil. I like to brush my olive oil on there so that's nice and even. Yeah.
We're all about even.
Yeah.
And while John's getting that prepped, I'm going to go over the ingredients that you need for baked Parmesan zucchini one more time. So it is 2 large or 3 small zucchinis. You cut them in quarters, right? 1/2 cup shredded Parmesan or grated Parmesan. 1/2 teaspoon dried thyme. 1/2 teaspoon dried oregano. 1/2 teaspoon dried basil. 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder. Then the salt and black pepper to taste. 2 tablespoons olive oil. 2 tablespoons fresh parsley. You preheat the oven to 350, but since we have the skillet right now in the oven, it's at 450. So we'll have to bring it down once our skillet is done in there.
Right. Now don't throw your parsley into your Parmesan mix. That's going to go on at the very end, okay? So now I've got all those brushed real nice.
I had to give it a thumbs up, baby.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Guys, you have no clue. If you're not a big vegetable person, this is an awesome, awesome way to start eating them. It's got a lot of flavor to it, and who can ever pass up on Parmesan cheese? Unless you're lactose intolerant, then you could probably get that lactose-free mess. Well, lactose-free, yeah. So we're just
The
going to go
good
ahead.
stuff. If they can't, they'll find a different alternative.
Right.
There you go.
Alternative. That's what we're going to go with.
All right, so I'll let you see what John's doing with the mixture. So he just brushed the zucchini with olive oil. He put salt and pepper to taste already, or did you already do that?
Salt and pepper.
And now he's just dredging the top with our little mixture that we made. These turned out really good, guys.
They are amazing. Amazing sticks. And we actually do eat quite a bit of squash in various forms, whether it be...
I'm a horrible cameraman, huh? Sorry.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. So we're just gonna cover those all the way. Nice. All
Baby,
right.
I'm seeing smoke from the oven. Is the skillet okay?
The skillet is fine.
Okay.
That's great.
just check it.
So,
Just being a really good sous chef.
Outstanding. So we're gonna go ahead and get our
Skillet out.
Our eye nice and hot.
All right.
We're gonna pull our skillet out. We're gonna go ahead
So you need
and reduce our heat
your
to
oven
350 in the oven. This is gonna be for...
super hot, guys.
Remember, just because it beeped and said it's ready at 350 does not mean it's 350. It's coming down temperature. So give it just a couple minutes, okay? We're going to go ahead and pull our skillet out.
Holy moly, it is smoke. I hope the detector doesn't go off.
It's going to be fine.
Oh my goodness. What if it does?
Nah, it's fine. All right, guys. So we got our skillet. It's nice and hot. The reason it's just going to cook the steak so much better this way. Some other things you're going to need. You will also need some minced garlic. Fresh garlic, that works too. You're going to make sure you mince it up.
Maybe if the smoke detector goes off, we are still posting this on Facebook.
Yes! Fresh red pepper flakes, butter, some butter, some more olive oil. You got your mushrooms. You'll also need some fresh rosemary.
I had to run and open the doors so that we don't start the fire.
It's the blue stuff up.
It's fine.
It's the blue stuff up. All right. So our skillet is nice and hot. We can go ahead and add just a couple tablespoons of olive oil to the bottom. Not a whole lot, but sweet. Now, your zucchini is going to be in the oven for about 15 minutes on bake at 350. Then you're going to switch it to broil for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, that's just going to give it a nice crispy edge on the outside of it. And know what you're thinking?
Brown.
Yeah. And know what you're thinking. It shouldn't take 15 minutes to cook a steak. It's not. But remember, your steak has to rest afterwards. Okay, so that's going to give you time to finish up the zucchini. That way it's all coming out ready to eat at the same time.
Yes, I agree with them.
And then everybody out there can start flurby-flurring their way.
Flurby-flur.
Right? Okay. That's nice and hot. That's the last thing you're going to need for your mushrooms. A little bit of Worcestershire.
For the mushrooms.
Okay. All right. So that is nice and hot. We're going to go ahead and slide our zucchini in.
Woo, 15 minutes.
We'll set our
So
timer
that'll
for 15.
be 5:50. There we go.
Boom. Timer's going. It's the skillet's ready. Let's begin. Good set of tongs, guys. You don't want to go poking a fork in it. Listen to it sizzle already.
Yes.
The important factor is not to overcook a steak. That seems to be what we're getting a lot of comments from people is that, hey, I'll cook it and then for some reason it'll burn on the outside and the inside's bloody, or it turns out tough. You don't want that. So that's the reason for the skillet being very hot. Okay? You're going to go for about 4 minutes on each side. Okay? But you also want to make sure you get your edges good too, especially the fatty outer back on a New York strip or a ribeye. You'll see what I mean. Now the mushrooms don't take long. Mushrooms aren't going to take too long. Okay? So once we get the steaks just about done, we'll go ahead and start the mushrooms. Like I said, it doesn't take long with them. You're going to dice them up. We like to use baby portobello mushrooms. They have great flavor. Just slice thin. Yes, it seems like a lot of mushrooms for 2 steaks and 2 people.
I'll save them for tomorrow. I'll eat them.
We'll eat
I eat them.
everything.
Yes. Yes.
We love mushrooms.
I'll put them in my omelet. I love that.
Yeah, they go great in omelet.
Ooh, that actually sounds like a good idea. Mushrooms, and we just want the spinach.
Oh,
omelet,
yeah.
Omelet in the morning.
That's right. I'll cook omelets in the morning.
All right, baby. Well, we didn't set off the alarm.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Success! We're going to set off the alarm a couple times. It's called trial and error. I'm going to tell you, if you've never set off the smoke alarm while cooking in the kitchen, you're doing something wrong.
You don't like to cook. You don't like to cook.
Yeah, you don't like to cook. If you've never set off a smoke alarm.
Yeah, because
Can we get a vote out there? How many people set off a smoke alarm?
Me.
How many people walked out of the kitchen and forgot they had something cooking? How many people
We
walked out of the
almost did
kitchen and
that.
forgot they left the eye completely on while they were
Maybe.
eating dinner?
We almost did that during the kebabs.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you watch the kebab video, you can see me dashing through the house because I
Yeah.
remembered, hey, wait a minute, I'm going to take the kebabs off the grill.
Awesome.
Right?
So, how many minutes do you suggest on each side? Ours are smaller.
4 minutes. These are a little bit thinner, so I'm going
Yeah.
to go for 3 minutes on each side.
Okay, but if you have a thicker steak, ours are very thin, so we're going to use less time because we both like ours a little bit on the rare side.
A little bit on the rare side.
Yeah.
So it's been 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip them. And we'll show you what they look like.
Ooh, let's see. Am I doing a good sous chef?
You
Or
are.
like, am I Vanna Whiting it? I don't know. Should I?
I don't want you flipping numbers on me. All right. So we just flipped it. We're going to go ahead and crank our eye up.
Should I do the hand thing though? The hand gesture?
Yeah, there you go. We're going to go with a medium-high heat on our back skillet there for our mushrooms.
Baby, I'd be a Vanna Black.
Vanna Black.
What?
She went there, folks.
I should now. That's
She did
horrible.
those. She went there. And you are going to need full-size tablespoon, an actual tablespoon. You'll see why. Looking beautiful. Now
Nice
at
and-
home you can have music playing in the background. Obviously y'all know why we don't have
We
our
can't.
music playing in the
And
background.
we love music. We have it softly, but you guys can't hear it. But usually we're dancing, we're grooving. But now we're not dancing.
We don't have the music on, but dance break.
Okay.
Okay.
We're done.
No more dance break.
All right. They look nice and brown on the top. Look at that. And that's because we preheated the skillet in the oven. So it gives that good sear on the outside without overcooking, right?
Exactly. So for mushrooms, I'm going to go ahead and add, again, just a couple tablespoons of olive oil.
Olive oil. That's why we get the olive oil from Costco.
Okay, I've noticed we buy.
We use a lot of olive oil.
We use a lot of extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah. Part of my diet.
I told you that's really the only oil we use to cook with. Even our spray, our cooking spray is
olive oil.
extra virgin olive oil.
I love that thumbs up that I've decided to.
Love it. Alright guys, the other side of our steaks are looking beautiful. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to singe the back side of the fat first.
Yeah, they're looking good. Do you want me to get the butter ready?
Yeah, you can go ahead and get the butter ready. So we're going to cut a tablespoon of butter off. The oil,
Are we gonna? Alright, let's slip in here. How much butter do you need?
Tablespoon. You just want to get that fat real good. Look at that, those are beautiful.
I think because they're really thin, babe, I think that's good. I don't want to overcook them.
Oh, look, we got it. We're getting the other side of it now. And then we're going to add...
You want me to get the... Yeah, before it's come out?
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead here in about 2 seconds. We'll reduce a little bit of this olive oil out of the pan. Okay.
Oh my God, watch out, help him!
Not all of it. There we go. Beautiful. I'm going to finish searing these little edges. And she's going to go ahead and get us our butter and our garlic ready. We already got the butter.
How much teaspoons of garlic do you want?
We only need 1 teaspoon of garlic.
Do you have a teaspoon?
They're over here.
Right. So do you want me to put the butter in there first?
Yep. Butter first.
Butter, 1 tablespoon. Got it, chef.
Butter.
What else, chef?
Go ahead and toss in the garlic.
1 teaspoon. Here we go.
Garlic.
Ooh. And rosemary.
You can reduce your heat to medium. Toss your rosemary in.
Guys, look at this.
Now in a case like this, we're going to add just a little bit more butter because this pan is a little bit bigger.
Look how pretty that is.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a nice mixture going on here.
It's what's for dinner. So excited. Yummy.
So this is where you're going to start just
Oh my
spooning
God.
that flavor right over the top of it.
And the smell of the rosemary when you put it in there.
Beautiful, beautiful steak.
That's my little chef. He's wonderful.
Just keep spooning it, keep spooning it, keep spooning it. Got focus there for a minute, guys. I love a good steak.
All right, I'm gonna get the mushrooms ready because that looks a little bit hot over there. So I'll grab the mushrooms. All right.
Just gonna give my steaks a quick flip. Beautiful.
And the zucchini has about 6 minutes. So it's like perfect timing because you have to give time for the steak to rest.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull our steaks off. And we're gonna cover them and let them rest.
Oh, you need foil?
please. Thank you, love. I'm all in y'all's face right there. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Right. Just cover them with some foil. We'll let them rest for a couple minutes. Beautiful. While this finishes up, I got a couple mushrooms in the floor that tried to escape the pan. They're not going to get eaten. Too late for that.
All right, mushrooms.
Awesome.
We're good.
So mushrooms, what we're going to do is go ahead and add.
Oh, you need the crushed red peppers.
Crushed red peppers. So 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Go ahead and get that into the oil good.
About 1/4 teaspoon of
1/4 teaspoon.
Yeah,
I'm going with a
crushed-
teaspoon for
crushed-
ourselves.
red pepper flakes.
Yeah.
We
Again,
have
just
a-
fragrant. Y'all notice that the garlic and red pepper is a
Salt
theme
and
in our
pepper.
house.
We love it.
So we're going to go ahead and toss our mushrooms in there. With a wee bit of salt and pepper, just a pinch for flavor.
Just a pinch.
Just a pinch.
It's gonna be fabulous.
That's fabulous. Occasionally we turn British in here. Not
We
sure
do.
why.
I don't either. We do love British TV though.
This is true.
So
Very true. So we're going
So
to give that a
he's-
good mix.
after the garlic and the crushed red pepper flakes, mushrooms, and then put a little bit of salt and pepper on top, of course. Mushrooms take it's very quick to cook.
Just want to make sure you get all of them. That's why you want to get a mix in here. Because if not, you'll be, oh, this is so good and soft in texture. And now, so just get them all coated good.
You went British back to...
British back to, and then back to British again. Gotta love it. So, we're going to give ourselves a
little bit of
couple
Worcestershire.
dashes of Worcestershire.
I'm horrible with my British accent. I need to work on it.
Give that a good mix. Yeah.
Give that a good go.
Good go. We are in the 3 minutes worth of bake time.
Look
Which
at that.
is going to be perfect because we're getting these about 3
Oh,
minutes.
I'm not even... There you go. All right. Ooh, I'm so excited. Oh
Can
my
you?
goodness.
Can you
Smell it. I can't.
No, because
Dang
nobody's
it.
created that app yet.
I know.
Somebody's got to do it. If y'all can create an app to
Maybe we
figure out what
gotta do
cats were saying,
Yeah.
we'll certainly figure this out.
It's smelling right in this house right
Yes,
now.
smelling
I'm
right.
just saying.
We're having steaks
We're
tonight.
having steaks tonight.
You're having steaks tonight too, I hope. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
All right. We only have 2 more minutes on the zucchini
And then
sticks.
we'll flip it to bake.
And then
Be ready.
broil.
Broil. They're on bake.
Broil.
2 minutes left on that.
Yeah.
Then 2 minutes on broil.
Yeah. Oopsie. Oh, that mushroom jumped out. So
No,
I
there's
think it
no
wanted
allowing
me to
oopsies.
try it. No.
Is that what happened?
It did. It's like, Mika, try me. I'm going to jump
See,
out.
occasionally when that happens in our house, in our kitchen, food will literally jump out of the plate, even though it was never really alive, like animal was.
The mushroom shake.
We're done to the last minute. I'm going to take a quick peeky peeky. Oh,
Did you just
yeah.
go Australian?
I did. I went
A
Australia. Well, a quick peeky peeky down under. I literally looked down under. But that old Bobby there in the oven. She's going to have a heart attack and pee her pants over here, won't I? Crikey!
You took a peeky down under.
Took a
That
peeky
was
down
funny.
under. It's not what you think, guys.
No.
She's having a hard time here. I better take over. Oh, yeah. Those
They're
are
good.
great.
Okay, all right.
Right here. Right now. Dance break. I'm doing it. I'm raising the roof. I'm raising the roof.
Don't raise the roof, baby.
All right.
Zucchini sticks are done. Let's look at them first.
Take a peek. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Fabulous.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
We're going to switch it to broil on high. 2 to 3 minutes so they crisp up and be nice and golden.
There's no music.
I don't have music, so I got music playing in my head. I know some people may call that crazy.
No, not at all.
Right, beautiful.
Can we sing a song without getting dinged? Like,
Can we sing a little
Can
song?
we sing a song, or are we gonna get dinged for that? Like, it's copyrighted? I don't know. You guys tell me. I don't know how this YouTube stuff works.
You're not saying anything. What's going on?
Why is there no response?
We kind of expect. No, wait a minute. Ooh, guys, mushrooms
I don't know.
are
We
done.
have to look that up. Maybe we could like.
If anybody out there has answers to that,
Like, I would love to sing
shoot us a
voice.
message.
I would love to sing Voice to Men right now. Like, seriously, we could be like.
No.
Okay. No.
All right, mushrooms are done.
That's my time.
Ooh,
'Cause I'm
just
old.
about done.
Oh my goodness. Love it.
We have beautifully rested steaks.
If you didn't notice, my way of cooking is like tasting it like every 5 minutes. So by the time it's served, we don't have food. It's all fine. It's in my belly.
Get in my belly.
Get in my belly. Those are good. Okay. I think we're good on the mushrooms.
Mushrooms are done. Steaks are done.
Holy moly. You cooked those right.
They're gorgeous.
Okay, John just cut into the steaks and look at this.
Now look at that.
Look at that.
I don't know if you can see that little pink in there.
That brown with the pink in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like kind of cool center, which makes it perfect. Now just for,
Good job.
you gotta,
Really? Really?
oh, not perfect. I better get the sous chef some.
Yes, better. Thank you.
Let's put stuff there.
Oh my god. That's wonderful. Magnifico.
Magnifico, my towels disappeared. Better grab another minute.
Oh, it's right here, baby.
I got it. We're good. I'm on it.
A little bit more.
Another minute.
Yeah, it's taking a while. We can.
Those can come right off of there, though.
Excuse me. That steak is right.
Guys, good steak.
Well, show them my plate so they see how much I eat. That's probably enough for me. Perfect. Beautiful. Oh, these are browning nice. Just a little bit longer.
Browning nice.
It's quite nice. Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome.
That's good. That's good.
Last but not least,
You want to do your steak first?
no,
You just want to show the plate, or do you want to do yours next?
go ahead and cut up mine. I'm losing my mind, folks. If she wants to,
Unless you just want to feed me and not eat.
I do. I want to feed you and
Thank
not
you.
eat.
I appreciate that, baby. Here, I'll pick it up so you can see how beautiful it is. It's wonderful.
A nice piece of fat right down the end.
That's Mr. John's right there.
Because you know me, I gotta have the whole thing. Oh, that is lovely.
All right, so I think the zucchini's done. Grill. Oh yeah, good, good,
Zucchini is
good.
done.
I'll put them over here so they can see the end result. So I'll put this here.
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness. That looks so good. Oh wow. This one's. All right, guys. That's it.
And now all you do is go back.
That's our dinner for tonight.
Sprinkle a little bit of parsley over the
A
top.
little bit of parsley. Now this is fresh parsley that we're putting on top of the zucchini boats.
Ooh, you're done. It's that simple. So I hope you guys out there find that useful for cooking a good steak. Like I said, if the steak's a little bit thicker, you want to cook it on your pan a little bit longer. Don't worry.
Ours were super thin, so that's why we cooked them so fast. But,
Right.
yeah.
Now, quick tip. When you're cooking it and you're like, well, maybe it's cooked enough, go ahead and pull it off. Because you can always put it back on and cook it a little longer. But if you cook it too long, you can't get it reversed.
And when you rest the meat, it actually cooks a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So just so you know, when you rest the meat, meaning you put the meat on the cutting board, you cover it with tin foil, it actually cooks a little bit more before it's done. So,
That easy. I did tell you guys there'd be a little surprise at the end if you watched all the way through. That little surprise is, yes. Okay.
a surprise.
A surprise.
Surprise
So
for me,
since Mika's not eating carbs, she really doesn't eat carbs, but I know there are people out there who enjoy a good dessert. I'm going to do a special dessert episode for folks, and later on this week I will give you guys an option to choose A, B, or C on which dessert we will be doing, and the votes will win out, and we will have one of them. Trust me, they're fantastic desserts. Most of you out there on my side probably had one or two of them from my Nana's cookbook. Hint, hint. Aside from that, guys, glad y'all tuned in.
How do you do that? I don't even know how to.
Glad y'all tuned in.
I look creepy
Love you.
when I do it.
Yes, a little bit. We love you guys. We miss you guys. And
Bye, guys.
Enjoy.
See you next week.
See you next time.
Love.
Love. Fleur. Bitty fleur.
Fleur, bitty fleur.